Hello. Throat chakra. I really don't like this setup, but maybe I'm speaking to my higher self. And I'm just like a little girl. I'm not beneath. I'm just not caught up yet. Today I have an interview, and I'm so excited about this interview. I've been excited about things before, and so what I've learned, pattern recognition, is that when I get excited about something, I tend to put all my eggs in one basket. And I think that that's not always a great thing, so I'm still going to be looking and just to catch people up on what I'm doing. I'm a public speaker, and I have Catalina Rises, my own business, and I have clients that I speak for and within their organizations, so trainings or speaking to foster care youth. I have a workshop coming up on the 24th, and I absolutely love all of that, but I've been feeling like I am being called to help. And so I had like this epiphany, like with all my sales experience, my recruiting experience, and then my desire to help and speak and train and educate and just help within the foster care youth programs. I've been researching nonprofits. And let me see if I can multitask today. So I have been researching nonprofits, and I have volunteered for nonprofits previously. I have worked for, my client is a nonprofit. And there's always been something that just hasn't, it's just been something that's, I'm very passionate, but there's just something that I just don't sync with a lot of these. And what I come to the feeling is, as I've watched these galas, and there was one where foster children would hold signs of the trauma that they went through. This was years ago. Just to kind of, pull at the heartstrings of the donors and make them dig a little deeper in their pockets. And while our stories are important, it is I think it's imperative that we speak from scars and not wounds. And I also think that for foster youth, it is imperative that we don't have them identify as the trauma. And so I found this nonprofit, and there's just some universal signs that I have been reading and picking up, but we'll see. I'm not going to mention those now, but if it does work out, then I will mention it, because it will be like, yes, the universe was guiding you here type of thing. But this program is just, the more that I've researched and learned about this program, the more impressive it is. And I got very emotional today. It's not often that I just cry for no reason, and obviously it wasn't no reason. It obviously resonated deeply with a part of my soul. This program doesn't exploit the kids. This program leans into and shines a light on the capabilities of foster youth and troubled youth. And that has been like, I'm going to get emotional, because God, I fucking hope I don't do this in the interview. When we look at what kids are capable of doing instead of what they're not doing, we are setting them up for success. And that's something that I don't think that I ever tapped into for myself. And I don't think that I was shown that as a child, of what I am capable of doing. It was always what you're doing wrong, what what you can't do because you don't have this. And so these phrases or these things stay in your head as an adult. And I've put that to rest. I'm over that. Why I'm emotional is because I'm so happy that a program exists, whether or not I get this position or not. I would fucking volunteer for them because their mission is just something that I've not heard of. And I don't want to say too much because I just want to keep this close to my chest, but to have a program that really leans into the capabilities of, yeah, it's going to be useless to do my eye makeup right now, into the capabilities of youth and teach them structure and nature and how to live life in a way that is beneficial and healthy and realistic. And it doesn't teach them the grind, and it doesn't teach them the way. It's so non-traditional. It's just a non-traditional program, and it's not like anything that I've ever heard of before. And I'm just really excited about learning about it. Whether or not I get this position, I hope I do. Like, I know I would kill it. And I know I would kill it because I bring the sales, the recruiting, the corporation, the scaling of small businesses up, the processes, the thinking of things, but to learn about how they do things, because they're already established. So it's not like I have to bring that in, but to learn where it is that I can help and what gaps maybe I can fill or be innovative with or whatever. But really just learn how it is that they're doing this program and having such a great, like, I think it's like 90% success rate. Fuck. Do you know how many, like, successful human beings there are due to a program like this that actually doesn't sit them down in a therapist's office, which is like highly uncomfortable, and talk through your feelings that you've not yet learned how to self-regulate on? Because self-regulation wasn't taught, at least not when that was not. I think that that's a newer age thing, and hopefully we're going in that direction. I'm watching the parrots freaking fly outside my freaking window, man. There are parakeets just flying outside my window. That's amazing. It's like I live in a tree house. Like I'm in a nest. And I'm like a crazy bird. But, yeah, it's just freaking, I just feel very overwhelmed, and I don't get like this a lot. Clearly, I just went through a breakup, whatever, so maybe it's part of that. I don't think so. We're not going to give him credit. But, yeah, how beautiful it is. It's like this program is what my vision has been, but I was not able to financially, and I'm not going to blame it on that, actually. Actually, I didn't believe in myself enough to put a program like this together. I felt it on the inside. It's like this program matches my blueprint of who I am. That's what I feel like. And I'm just so happy that it exists. And it's like, I'm not going to give out too much information, but I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah. I'm very excited regardless. I mean, I'm just excited that this program exists. When my son was younger and going through some struggles, and Countryside High was trying to kick him out, and I was trying to find alternative schooling for him, and I would look at military schools and religious schools and just like anything, right? And I just never came, well, because I don't think this program existed yet. But I'm just very, very, very happy that these kids have something that is just so necessary in this world, and just not like any other nonprofits I've come across. And I was raised by the Catholic Guardian Services. They were my agency growing up for 13 years. And yes, they do try, and I did try to, I gave them a proposal that would initiate some of this real world experience. And they do have their, you know, programs that I'm doing a workshop for, and it's great. But this nonprofit that I have been learning about this morning is unlike anything that I've ever heard of. And I hope that I do another video explaining what my new position is with them. And if not, that's okay, right? Because the universe is always conspiring in my favor, and everything is always rearranging for my highest good. And if not this, then better. And so these are the things that I tell myself, because, oh my God, these birds are so beautiful. And the trees, like the colors of the trees are just like, you just take a moment and just like look at the green against the blue sky, and then like the different shades of green and the different shades of brown, and then the birds flying. And here come my crows, of course. Of course. Hello, crows. It's just magnificent. And that's what we're meant to see. We're meant to just pause, and we're meant to just see what exists around us that is just so beautiful. And many of us don't pause, or we'll pause for a minute because we just try to get out of that autopilot. But most of us, most of society, and most of my life, I lived on autopilot. And yes, I would see the trees and be like, oh, that's pretty. But my mind would be on bills and this and that. And it's not like that 3D reality doesn't exist. But when you look at nature and look at the beauty of what surrounds us, and you really ground, none of that other shit matters. I promise you I won't be homeless again. I promise I'll be fine. Yeah, so that's my morning. That's my take on this morning. I've been getting used to, for the last couple of weeks, months, I don't know, month and a half, I have had a text from this dude every single morning. And so what I notice is that logically, I know that we're not meant to be. And I know logically that something else is coming that's better. And right now I'm so excited to be focusing on this new mission that I have to help. But my body would get up and be used to this text message and the night calls and the good night calls and the setup of dinners and spending time together. And like my body has to get used to not having that now. And that's a real thing. Like, it's biology. Like, my body is just like, wait, where's my... And so that's why breakups are hard, especially when this was only like 6 weeks or whatever. But imagine being in a relationship for, 17 years, and having that routine and having that comfort and that used to, and then your body has to catch up to your mind. And just being able to pull away from that and just being able to consciously observe your thoughts, you're able to control and be like, okay, my body is feeling this way. I am craving junk food right now because it triggers addiction, right? Like, so I'm used to getting a good morning. I'm used to getting these things. I was in a routine for 6 weeks, and I don't have that. So now I'm looking for like my addiction. And so instead of looking for junk food or alcohol, I went on walks. I lifted weights. I started this YouTube channel. I am speaking. I am working and creating momentum, and I went for a walk and I saw live music. I saw Jerry X at Lost and Found last night and got to see some really good artists that have never sang that went up and sang and did great. One that didn't even know it was open mic and walked in and happened to know how to play the guitar and had songs that he wrote on his own and went up and did an amazing job and met new friends and or connections and exchanged information and social media and da 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 da. And I came home at like midnight, and it was just such a great night. And I was completely sober. I just had water. But to move that energy in such a healthy way, I feel much more clear minded, and I feel more at peace. And so just because you're going through a breakup, allow yourself to feel all the shit, but you do have more control of it if you just take your thoughts away and just observe what you're feeling and understand that you can control a lot more than you think. If you don't lean into the negative feelings, but observe that you're having them, validate them. Okay, this is what's going on. Okay, I have a choice now. Which direction am I going? And I am just very grateful that I'm at this part of my life that I'm able to have been able to have the time to heal and self-regulate and start a new business and have new challenges and have new experiences and learn. And I'm just really excited for that. And I know this YouTube channel is probably very boring, so if you stuck it out, thank you. This is just me processing, and this is how you can learn to process too. I promise I'll get better. This is my second one, and I hate being on camera. But, wow, my second one, and I got emotional. But yeah, feel free to obviously subscribe and all that stuff that you're supposed to say. Whatever, I'm new to this. Just do what you want to do. Do whatever you're aligned to do. But also, if you have any questions about anything or comments or how did I get through XYZ, or tell me you're dumb because you're not doing this or that, whatever you want to say to me, I am open to it. So just let me know what's on your mind in the comments or DM me. I am Catalina Rises mostly everywhere. And that's because I rise, and we all do. We give ourselves give ourselves permission and time and space and stillness to be able to do so. And yeah, let's rise. Thank you. Bye.